Most of these songs on here are usually played on radios. Believer, Shape of You, Thunder, Hotel California, Perfect, and Sweet Child of Mine. All of these songs are pretty popular. I think everybody knows they are. But then there's this song, Pretty Savage. Despite being one of Blackpink's most popular songs, it is very rarely or almost never played on radios. This can also be said with Shutdown, Pink Venom, Do Do Do, and literally every one of those songs they've ever made. Despite the overwhelming popularity and success of Blackpink, they are never played on radio unlike BTS. BTS at least has a couple of songs that are played on the radio, including Dynamite and Butter. Those songs I have heard several times. Played on radio, played even at the Disney Hotel, they played Butter. But not Blackpink. Blackpink is completely still not played. Even the song Money, I have never heard anything play that song ever at any radio or anything outside of my own personal radios, that are curated for me. Why is this? Why is Pretty Savage, and let's just say the rest of Blackpink, completely ignored? Well, most radios tend to ignore songs that will be unappealing towards Americans. This is typically foreign songs or songs that nobody likes. For example, if a song is completely hated, like Justin Bieber's Baby, very few radios are going to be playing that song. But now we go into over foreign songs. Maybe except for like some Spanish restaurants or Mexican restaurants in like the South and stuff, like Texas and Florida, California, most of the songs are going to be in English. That's just how it is. And very similar to many places, many radios will not play songs that are not in English. It's just that simple. Even though songs like Money from Lisa is basically entirely in English. Sometimes radios just don't want to play, for example, Blackpink, despite the overwhelming popularity. Despite the popularity being so big, they are outbeating many major hits in America as well. For example, very recently, Lisa's Money has passed 1 billion views on Spotify. And despite this, the song is very, very seen on radios. Why is this? Why is K-pop ignored on radios? For example, one of this year's biggest songs that released, as I know of, is the song Flower. There are 2 songs released named Flower that came out this year. One of them is by Miley Cyrus, but there was another song called Flower. Despite the song being one of the more popular songs of the year, as well, the song is not really too played as well. Not either, and it's not even, they don't even put a English version either as well. For example, I think I've heard Olivia Rodrigo's new songs far more than I heard Flower. And according to YouTube, Vampire is considered far less popular than this song. And now let's get to other K-pop artists other than Blackpink. So we scroll down for it, and yes, I called the name of the playlist this. Don't question it. Yeah, we have How You Like That, another Blackpink song. And then you have Love Dive, a song by IVE, which is a K-pop group that became extremely popular very fast. Despite this, none of the songs, I've never heard a single one of the songs on the radio. They literally just recommended the song to me and said, hey, you'll like this song. Okay, for example, I think I've heard all of these songs at least once. Now we have aespa's Next Level. Besides the associate of the Jumanji movie, they probably do play the English version of the song, which was sung for the Fast and the Furious movie, but the if you have ever heard the song Next Level, you probably have never heard the Korean song version of the song outside of the on the radio. You're always gonna probably play the English cover of the song that was made for Fast and the Furious. Even though even though a lot of people, it will take one Google search and say, "Oh, there's the original version of the song." Another song that is very popular, two songs that have a similar amount of views, is Anti-Fragile and Tomboy. Despite this, both songs are, again, like with most of the songs, are not played on the radio. Then we also have Wanna Be, which is also not to be confused with the Spice Girls song. I have never heard that song on the radio. The only song I have ever heard on the radio, like at restaurants, stores, or just random places, was BTS songs. Apparently, and then of course the songs that were basically made to play on American radios. Okay, but for example, some of these songs are among the most famous songs in America. November Rain, Living on a Prayer, Holiday / Boulevard of Broken Dreams are still less popular than the original Korean version of Next Level. That's because if you go to places like Aza, where YouTube Music is also decently used instead of Spotify, you'll see that a lot of people do listen to these songs. And Aza, for example, Red Velvet's Psycho, that's the song, is more popular than Olivia Rodrigo's song Good For You. And Shutdown is practically almost. For example, but we can go further down here. Oh yeah, I don't have the song on the list, but yeah, another song I think that may be played on the radio is Cupid, and that's mostly going to be the Trend version, which is the English version. Despite the controversy with 50/50 and that whole entire group, well, I don't think I've heard Cupid. I think I heard Cupid in TikToks as well. We can go all the way to the bottom. To this. There was a not Stray Kids, New Jeans song. Where are they? Here we go, New Jeans. New Jeans is, for some reason, extremely popular. The songs are meh, very overrated, but even New Jeans, I have never heard any American radio play a New Jeans song. Not once. Okay? Despite New Jeans being extremely popular. The hot song Hype Boy came out a year ago, and has racked up a total of 219 million views. I think that with the coming generations, I think K-pop will probably be played more, just like other types of music, because a lot of people in the Generation Z, and let's just say late millennials, are growing up with this type of music, and will probably normalize this. I think it'll also be the same thing with Spanish music as well. It really shows how much more multicultural the country is going to be. Well, foreign music is, might be being played at your local store or restaurant as well. But yeah, it is kind of odd that American radios will not play some of the biggest hits of the last year. And other examples include the song I Am, with 52 million views, racked up in a total of 5 months. We can go to the song Queen Card and Spicy, released 4 months ago, 66 million views. Unforgiven 5 months ago, 70 million views. It's beating songs that, most people know if they live in America or the UK. Like, for example, Pour Some Sugar on Me as well. Of course, not just Americans that use YouTube Music, obviously, but. And then we have the song Queen Card. I'm shocked that I've not heard this song once, considering how popular it's gotten as well. And considering the fact that the song basically appeals towards girls and thus people who like pop music in general as well. Well, and really, I think the whole reason why Korean pop music is becoming so popular is because American pop music, modern pop music, is straight up not good as well. There's also someone making a conspiracy theory that the reason why people like these songs so much now is because people have a fascination with low birth rate countries as well. Well, for example, Japan and Korea, but also you don't really see Chinese music becoming popular. I also think that anime music, as in a similar vein, also might be played on radios as well. For example, Japanese music as well will probably start be playing more common because anime fans, or we call them weeaboos, will be listening to those types of songs. That's the type, and they'll go on and hear those songs as well. So we have a future of music that's gonna be played. There might be a more diverse languages of music being played, including Spanish music, French music, Portuguese music, from Brazil, French music, German music, Japanese music, Korean music, not really any Chinese music. Heck, you can even, there might even be playing Indian music as well. But, yeah. But most likely, most places may play Spanish music, may play like the big K-pop and Japanese music hits, but I don't really think you're gonna be hearing French music anytime soon, or music from like Europe or India anytime soon. But I do think that Korean music, given the fact that American radios continue to ignore how popular it is, even among people who do not even speak Korean, who do not even understand the lyrics of the song, can just say, oh yeah, I like the song. And heck, they could just even make English covers for the song to be played on American English translated songs using AI. If they're so bored about having the songs in English, they could easily make the songs in English as well. So they can just using AI, like using the person's voices, basically just translating the song to English so it can be played on radios as well. But what do you think? Do you think that music of other cultures will and by the end of the decade soon be played in radios alongside the music we already are known? Considering the state of modern music now, I think it's become more likely than you think. Considering the state of modern music, you have a few, artists out there that really are pushing the new bar for music. But most new artists, they expect them to be the next Beyonce, the next, Taylor Swift, and it's just not going to happen. It's the same thing with TV shows as well. They expect everything to be a big hit, and we're really going to see a crash in everything. But other countries will probably build a void. For example, pop music is basically at a low in America. I don't think pop music is ever gonna die in America, but a lot of people who comment on the death or the low point of pop music comment, hey, K-pop music is still unique and interesting, and maybe that's why people are listening to it so much. I do think that has to do with the decline of American pop music, that people would rather listen to pop music from other countries as well. Well, I think the same thing can be said about Spanish music or Mexican music as well. I wouldn't be surprised if that type of music, for example, I'm going to use Spanish music because that includes all of Latin America and Spain itself. But I'm just talking about Latin music as well could also become more popular. For example, on YouTube Music, the Apple, you have Spanish songs here. So here, which are obviously here. Yeah, but you have a lot of Spanish songs on the list that are already among the top 100 hits of the country. Could there be a possibility that America could become a dual language country? We'll wait to see what really happens with that, obviously, because politics could change everything about what happens to the future of America. You never know what happens with politics. One side could just completely make America a dictatorship and say, okay, let's make America to only speak English, okay, and no other languages are allowed. They could easily do it. I'm just basically saying that as a hypothetical, but there's a possibility that songs of more languages could be played definitely in the United States as well. And also a lot of, Hispanic people do use YouTube Music way far more than people using Spotify, okay, as well. Well, but yeah, what do you think about that as well? And also, as many American artists continue to decline in popularity, and there's not really many, new stars because they don't give new stars a chance. For example, Queen was not popular until like the third or fourth album, and they basically dropped music styles because, they're not popular. They're not becoming the next Beyonce. So, yeah. So definitely, the music industry might be in a new upheaval as well. But I think with Spanish music, it'll be mostly played by, Hispanic-owned businesses. I don't think many main businesses will still play Spanish music. I think it will really be relegated to the small businesses or Hispanic-owned businesses like Taco Bell will probably play Spanish music. But the whole thing with K-pop, considering the fact that K-pop isn't as popular as it is in other countries, for example, I bet if you go to a store, like a restaurant in Asia, there's a large part of a chance they'll be playing a K-pop song because of how popular it is in that country. Okay, how popular it is in that country. It can go to other countries here. It can go to, for example, Indonesia. If you go to Indonesia, you have their music, but I think Indonesia is a country where K-pop is popular in. I could be wrong. Yeah, they have K-pop songs. At least they have 7 Super Psy, but K-pop is far more popular in Indonesia than it is in the United States. You have several K-pop songs. Also, American songs are also somewhat popular as well. And I think, for example, Indonesia is more accepting of songs in other languages than America, which really seems that America needs to really step up on this when Indonesia is beating America in diversity of songs. You can go to Japan, which is mostly going to be Japanese music and Japanese songs. But even Japan, they have Korean music up there. Let's see if there's any American songs as well. And also, Korean does sound similar to Japanese as well. But I don't really see any American songs here. Yeah, but it's mostly Japanese. There's a lot of K-pop music as well. Well, yeah. So, yeah, even can go to let's just say Philippines. This is another very, very. They don't have Philippines. Oh, they don't even have Philippines on here. They do have Indonesia, and they do for some reason have Tanzania. Yeah, we really want to know what the most popular songs in Tanzania, but they don't have Philippines. Maybe they're not the they're not under the. They don't have Philippines. They have a chart for El Salvador, but they don't have a chart for the Philippines. That's weird. Philippines is such a large country, and they don't have a chart for the Philippines. Let's see Canada's most popular songs. Yeah, even Canada has. Yeah, this is Canada's most popular songs. As do they have it? They better have India at least. They have Indonesia, India, and of course Korea is gonna be, literally all their songs as well. Okay. I don't have the Republic of Congo or Ethiopia, but they have Tanzania. Well, again, like 2 people in the Democratic Republic of the Congo have internet, so it's like there's really a loss there. And they don't really have many. They don't have Vietnam either. They don't have Thailand. 2 markets. Well, I don't think they have Malaysia yet. They don't have Malaysia yet. They only have Indonesia and India. I think they're gonna add more countries over time. And we also have global. Yeah. Oh, this is the United States. I thought that was global. And that's it about this weird video. Goodbye.